I expect to see a lot of Crobat speed ties, a lot of Xerneas speed ties, a lot of Lunala speed ties, a lot of Smeargle speed ties. So prepare yourself for some speed ties, friends. Alright, and there we are. Here we go. Now, I don't think there's much for me to say here. It's just they're mirrored their team, and you know, Jeremy's already locked in here. I think that is Jeremy on the left. So sorry about that. But yeah, I think Jeremy knows exactly what he wants to do in this matchup. Maybe the experience he gained from not beating it at Memphis gave him the upper hand on talking about how to beat it. But you know, Ashton's one of his good friends, so I would say they both kind of know how to think about this game. They could have switched carts, but I don't think that would have happened. I think they're both still trying to chase like stipends and stuff. Yeah, I almost put a chip in my mouth, so you didn't hear that. Might be. I just put the chip back in the bag. No big deal. I gotta remember I'm watching this with a microphone on, not at my house, watching and not commentating. So. Alright, Ashton taking his sweet time, thinking really hard about what he wants to do. Should Jeremy lead something he's not attuned to, so we'll see what happens here when they go into battle. I definitely think it's going to be double Crobat lead. I just gotta say the music is kind of enjoyable after listening to it for like 9 plus 10, 11 rounds or so. So we have Smeargle and Lunala from Ashton, and Smeargle and Incineroar for Jeremy. So pretty interesting leads here. Looks like they're having a good time, getting some good Intimidate, some good Japes, and we'll see how these Smeargle play each other out. But I think the Lunala is in definitely a bad position at the current moment. The Incineroar is definitely threatening some fake out pressure onto the opposing Smeargle or some knockoff damage into either of them. So I would say definitely Ashton needs to reposition here or take advantage of his Smeargle, try to win that speed tie, try to put something to sleep with Lovely Kiss, or something else. Maybe switch out. Alright, we have a Protect from Lunala. Gonna protect itself from any moves that may come out today. And Spiky Shield from Smeargle as well. Just making sure that Jeremy's fake out pressure doesn't go anywhere. Lovely Kiss into Lunala is gonna whiff into that Protect. Knockoff whiff into that Protect as well. Here are our first two Moody rolls of the day. Defense up, special defense down. Pretty useless. And accuracy up, defense down. So of the two, Ashton definitely won that Moody trade. Now his Lovely Kisses are definitely going to connect as long as he wins the speed tie or dodges Jeremy's own Lovely Kiss there. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty rough. Something's going to sleep, and you know, I don't think it's Lunala or Incineroar this turn. So who knows? Maybe it'll be one of those two, but I don't think Lunala is going to sleep anytime soon. Although, pretty risky of Jeremy to just go for that turn 1. Didn't even go for the fake out. So, Lunala is going to come back out. It's going to be that Incineroar replacing it. So now we've got a true mirror here. Cat and dog versus other cat and other dog. And attack drops for all. As the opposing Smeargle, Ashton Smeargle, gets that speed tie. Lovely Kisses the other Smeargle. Good night. Have an afternoon nap. You know, just take it easy, alright? And Knockoff gonna come in, smacking that other Incineroar for very negligible damage. Goodbye, Barry. Second Moody boost of the day. It's gonna be that defense boost, negating that defense drop earlier, and speed drop. So no longer a speed tie unless this also gives Jeremy a speed drop. And it does not. So now this Smeargle on Jeremy's side is at boosted defense and special defense. But you know, that's not very helpful when Ashton doesn't even have any offense on his side. I suppose it is pretty helpful versus the Incineroar. But with fake out pressure on his side, I don't think he's really in a bad position at all. You can just put that other Incineroar to sleep with the Smeargle as well. Definitely still faster, even at -1 speed. And, you know, you can't really switch it. It's not really something you can do. Otherwise, you just get kissed. You know, right on the cheek. Alright, yep. So, good night there. And this is going to look like a pretty decent turn of events for Ashton. That accuracy raise and winning the speed tie the previous turn really coming out kind of in his favor. U-turn going to break that sash on Smeargle. Gonna allow Ashton to switch in something new, something fresh, something big. It's gonna be that Xerneas. So Xerneas is in here and ready to show its colors, knock out some mons, as Incineroar takes its first turn sleep. Alright, another Moody boost. This time accuracy for Jeremy, so if he wakes up, he can put something to sleep. That's wonderful. On Ashton's side, it's going to be that speed boost and a special attack drop. So Ashton definitely looking to win just off of the Moody rolls here. But, I mean, having been asleep, I think Smeargle on Jeremy's side is poised to go ahead and put something to sleep if it wakes up. Problem is being that Xerneas on Ashton's side definitely faster than Smeargle, definitely threatening the KO on the Smeargle as well. I believe it is at either neutral or +1 stage of special defense. Didn't remember what dropped last turn, but definitely going to be in some dicey trouble for someone named Mr. King Dice. As for the Incineroar, let's hope it wakes up sooner rather than later for Jeremy's sake here. If it doesn't, it's going to be a world of pain. Here's the spiky shield from Smeargle on Ashton's side. Just going to make sure that Smeargle doesn't go for any weird moves here. As another spiky shield from Jeremy's side too. And a substitute from Xerneas. Going to be able to stop Lovely Kiss if it goes off here. As Incineroar taking another sleeper. And here's another Moody boost. It's a defense boost this time. And a speed drop. So back to neutral speed for Ashton's Smeargle. And an attack boost for Jeremy's Smeargle with an evasion drop. So definitely not dodging that Lovely Kiss. It's going to be down to speed ties again. They're both raised accuracy, so really whoever's Smeargle moves first gets to put the other one to sleep. And that's pretty much how this matchup goes, I think. Yeah, not much you can really do about that. The difference is that Ashton has a Smeargle with a sash and tack. And Jeremy is looking with a sleeping kitty and kind of a subpar Moody boosted Smeargle. Subpar. But, you know, doable, workable. And Ashton's actually going to switch out the Smeargle there. He's going to put in his Incineroar. Going to soak up that Lovely Kiss if it happens. As Moonblast actually comes out, I forgot that Smeargle didn't actually get any boosts, so that's just going to be an easy knockout for Ashton's Xerneas. As Incineroar wakes up, second turn of sleep, and U-turns Incineroar, trying to break that sash on Smeargle, but not getting it. So, so far Ashton's kind of been in the driver's seat so far, kind of putting stuff to sleep first, getting off his Pokemon's attacks first, that kind of thing, getting better Moody boosts. But we'll see what happens when Ashton brings in his own Xerneas, or Jeremy brings in his own Xerneas. Gets confusing when they're both running the same team, guys. Sorry. Alright, and then Jeremy's also going to bring in the Incineroar back in, so let's see how this works. As Ashton is definitely behind his sub, that could spell some trouble. And both Incineroar do have Fake Out available, so now this is a Fake Out speed tie. Wonderful. And, you know, Jeremy's going to have to work a little harder to get rid of that Xerneas' sub, as opposing Fake Out going first into Xerneas. Unfortunate for Jeremy. So that means Ash is going to be able to get off his Geomancy pretty much free, and Jeremy's not going to get anything. And sometimes that's just how the coin flips. Alright, and that's a very scary substitute plushie. But I think this game is pretty much sealed up for Ashton. Jeremy may want to instead focus on the next few games and hope luck rolls a bit better in his favor. But yeah, this matchup is littered with unfortunate speed ties. That's the result of running the same exact team. I've been in that position before. It is basically down to whoever wins the speed tie on turn 1. And there's a protect from Xerneas here, trying to stop Moonblast from picking up a knockout. Hopefully the cat can do something here. Gonna U-turn out on the opposing Incineroar. It's gonna be a bit more damage than usual, so there's no Intimidate. And Jeremy is gonna bring in his final Pokemon. It's probably gonna be that Lunala, if I had to guess. And yes, that definitely looks like a Lunala to me. And the U-turn also into Lunala, breaking the Shadow Shield, so that's pretty unfortunate as well. And he U-turns back into... Well, he's going to U-turn back into that Smeargle, so... Has that Follow Me, has that Wide Guard. Probably not going to be using it. Moody's going to give him an attack boost and a Special Defense drop, so pretty useless. Alright. Next on the list is clicking Follow Me and probably Moonblast. That's what I would assume, yeah. A switch out from Lunala into the Incineroar. I think Jeremy's really trying to play to his outs here, but I'm not seeing them, so I hope he can show me what he's seeing. Follow Me right here. And a Moonblast. Into that Xerneas, so big shocker, gonna be a one-hit KO. And down for the count. It's just gonna be Lunala and Incineroar remaining. And accuracy boost, that's definitely not what he needed. That's some salt in the wound if I ever saw it. And in comes Lunala. Again, Shadow Shield's broken, so Moonblast probably not eating it as comfortably as he like. And yeah, Jeremy's just going to say, I don't have any outs. I'm going to go on to game 2. I'm going to win all the speed ties next time. Alright, so the game 1 over. Pretty dominating lead by Ashton. Definitely wants to be in the driver's seat. Definitely trying to chase that stipend right now. So next up, game 2. Can Jeremy win some of these speed ties? Can Jeremy get some more sleep turns? Find out in a couple seconds. Alright, so back into this. I think they pretty much both led optimally. I mean, I don't think you really lead anything other than Smeargle or Crobat or... Well, I don't even know if Crobat's that useful in this matchup, but Smeargle definitely is. And Smeargle winning speed ties is definitely important. Incineroar speed ties, yeah, I think that was pretty unfortunate for Jeremy that he missed that speed tie. But honestly, when you got that Xerneas behind a sub boosting up, it's going to be hard to overcome regardless of whether you lose or win the speed tie. So, Ashton locked in. I think he's just going to try and rely on that good speed tie winning luck. And as for Jeremy, might have to think a little harder about what he needs to lead. Last time he led not too badly, but it was also not that good either, since it just allowed Ashton to switch out into his own Incineroar and reposition himself in a way to get more momentum. So, could definitely be finessed at the beginning of the game, but whoever starts rolling the snowball for speed ties, sleep turns, booty boosts, usually ends up the victor in this matchup. So. Alright, so Jerry's going to lead with Smeargle Lunala this time. Going to be copying Ashton's lead of Smeargle Lunala. Yep, so there it is. And they're pretty much just going to wing it on this one. They're probably just going to try trading Lovely Kisses. Maybe try to fire off some Moongeist, but that's pretty risky considering Follow Me is always an option for Smeargle. And definitely not a great option at that, to try Moongeist opposing Lunala in front of Smeargle. Alright, but we'll see. Probably a protect and protect. Maybe they'll all protect. We can see the quadruple protect turn. That'd be interesting. Maybe get some Moody boosts going here. And it's going to be a protect from Lunala on Ashton's side. That's 1 out of 4. It's going to be a protect from Smeargle on Jeremy's side. That's 2 out of 4. And no protect from Smeargle on Ashton's side, where it's getting Psy Shocked instead. So Jeremy's taking a bit of initiative here. Gonna knock that Smeargle down to Sash. Pretty good initiative. Lovely Kiss. Gonna hit that Lunala. So, you did some damage, but now you're asleep. So I don't know how good you want to take that trade. Here's the first Moody boost of the game. It's gonna be an accuracy boost, followed by a special defense drop. So pretty good. And as for Ashton's Smeargle, it's gonna get a speed boost, followed by a special attack drop. So honestly, out of the two, I would have taken Ashton's a bit more. 75 accuracy is still pretty good, and you know, if that is the case, I think this could be really bad for Jeremy if he goes to sleep right now. If he does not and gets a lovely Kiss off, then he could probably pull it back, but it's not looking great. It's not looking great at all. 75% chance that Jeremy might lose the game right now, and 25% chance he might still lose the game anyway, but this is how we deal with this matchup. It's all about the speed ties or Moody boosts. In this case, the Moody boost with the speed drop or speed boost ends up being the victor. And here's another Psy Shock. It's actually going to target that Smeargle. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to target Lunala. Break that Shadow Shield, of course. And, you know, take a first turn of sleep. No big deal. The Lunala are speed tying, so if Lunala on Jeremy's side wakes up the next turn, gets off a Moongeist beam, could put himself back in the game. But of course, Ashton Smeargle not letting up the pressure. Accuracy boost, special attack drop. Jeremy now going to get a defense boost with a special defense drop. So really not looking too great here. Ashton's got 2 great Moody boosts stacked up here. Has taken 1 sleep turn each with his Pokemon. And you know, Ashton's Smeargle is at 1 HP, but it also still has Follow Me available. So there really isn't much Jeremy can do other than try to put it to sleep. Try to protect Lunala this turn. Try to get it to wake up. If you can do that, it's not going to look good. 2 turn sleep, and that might be a knocked out Lunala. And it's looking like it. Moongeist Beam going to come out. It's going to target that Lunala. And it's going to be a KO. Big ghost type damage on 4 times weakness. That's really unfortunate, but Smeargle on Jeremy's side wakes up and puts the opposing Smeargle to sleep. So this is a really good chance for Jeremy to get back in the game here. Really good chance for Jeremy to get back in the game here. And now that Ashton's Smeargle is asleep, those Moody boosts aren't doing it so much favors anymore. He's looking for some evasion boosts, if anything. And Jeremy is going to get that special defense raised to put it back at neutral there. Speed drop, not really doing too much here. It might actually be better since now he is underspeeding the other Smeargle in case it wakes up as early as possible. Here comes Xerneas to come and replace that Lunala. So ready to boost up. Of course, you can't do it just yet. I think you need to put that Lunala to sleep or try to Follow Me, redirect its moves. And it definitely still has a Shadow Shield intact, so it's not even safe even after boosting to try and go for the one-hit knockout. Definitely try to put it to sleep. I think that would be the play to make. Alright, I think a good move for Jeremy here would be to probably put up a sub, combined with Lovely Kiss, or just like Raw Geomancy and Lovely Kiss. That could also be an option, but I mean, that is susceptible to the Psych Up play that I was just talking about. So we'll see what happens. Moongeist Beam, actually, so the Lunala is actually faster then, so maybe if Follow Me really was the play there. Unfortunately, they didn't go for it, so this Lunala is going to do some damage real quick to that Xerneas before the boost gets up. That's going to be a lot of damage. Spooky Plate, pretty spooky stuff. Geomancy going to go off. But Ashton's Pokemon both going to fall asleep to Lovely Kiss. And with only 1 sleep turn burned on that Smeargle, this is going to come down to some sleep turn rolls, I think. As I think Jeremy's Okay, so Jeremy actually went for the double up into Smeargle there, trying to catch a Pokemon on the switch, maybe like an Incineroar, but doesn't get it, so that's going to be a little iffy. Accuracy boost again for Jeremy's Smeargle and an evasion drop, so this could be pretty interesting for both sides. Now they have to consider what exactly are the other options for offense. Jeremy has that Moonblast opportunity to hit into Smeargle, of course, but, you know, I'm not certain that's a good idea right now, since it leaves you completely open to what the Lunala can do here, as Protect from Lunala gonna stop damage coming out, trying to buy turns for the Smeargle. Substitute coming out, perfect placement of the Substitute here. I think that was really smart. Lovely Kiss gonna hit in that Protect, so bouncing right off, and I think evasion boost for Ashton. Yeah, he's gonna start racking those up, so better take care of him quick. As an attack boost, defensive drop for Jeremy's Smeargle. So Jeremy's Smeargle probably willing to put another thing to sleep, but has to dodge one of those sleeps from Ashton's Smeargle first. Maybe go for Moonblast, Lovely Kiss, or Moonblast Follow Me. Stop the Psych Up potentially. Protect the sub from Lunala. And it is not going to be that Follow Me, but it's going to be the Moonblast. So this is going to go ahead and pick up the Smeargle, even for the evasion boost it just gained. So good on Jeremy to erase the problem before it gets any worse. As you know, Lunala is going to go for that Side Shock, is going to break the sub, I do believe. And I guess he's just going to go sleep because I don't think Smeargle did anything else. And good night, Bat. Good night, Moon. As Ashton is going to find a good switch in here. The sash on Jeremy Smeargle is still intact, so really good positioning here. Jeremy's also getting pretty lucky with the Lovely Kiss rolls, I suppose, if you want to say it, as well as what Ashton is really trying to do here. Intimidate coming from the Incineroar, really not going to affect too much, but you know that fake out pressure is pretty important. Lunala has not spent any turns sleeping, so he's definitely going to have to burn some turns before he starts attacking with that again. And Incineroar could fake out Smeargle, could choose to U-turn, could choose to do really anything. I'm pretty sure it can take at least one Moonblast. It definitely cannot take two. No more sub potential for Jeremy, which is really risky here, as I don't think he can one-shot either of these Pokemon, and he's going to have to try really hard to stay in here. Going to have to be reliant on those sleep turns, like I said again. Of course, Jeremy still has one Pokemon in the back. Could be his own Incineroar, could be Crobat. I'm going to go ahead and bet it's his own Incineroar. It just makes sense to me. As Xerneas going to go ahead for the Protect here. Not going to take that fake out damage. As well as Smeargle not going to take that fake out damage either. Just going to Protect, double Protect, knowing that Lunala has to sleep this turn. It is pretty risky, but you know, it is going to do some damage with that Spiky Shield. So now it actually puts that Incineroar into maybe contesting for a roll on that Moonblast here. As Moody once again going off, giving him the special defense boost here and the attack drop. So I don't really remember what stages of what Jeremy is at, but I think he's plus accuracy right now, which is the most important one, and has a bunch of defenses stacked up. So I really think he's in a pretty good position to just follow me away and not care too much about what Ashton does for the rest of the game. Alright. Follow Me comes out here, definitely starting that time to say, I'm going to redirect your damage. What are you going to do about it? Here's the big Moonblast. It's going to be into the Incineroar, and it's going to pick up that KO pretty clean, and puts Ashton back down to one Pokemon after this. Psyshock is going to connect with this Smeargle. It's going to do quite a bit of damage, but with all those defense boosts stacked up, it's starting to do not very much. And now, the evasion boosts. Ooh. Ooh. Who's the spooky one now? Lunala. Alright, so Ashton's own Xerneas coming in, but it's definitely not looking great. It's looking pretty bad, considering that Ashton cannot take out the Smeargle fast enough for his own Xerneas to boost up. So really, I think this is Jeremy's game. Jeremy kind of played to his outs a little better this time. He traded damage on Smeargle for his Lunala that turn, and came out on the other nicer end because, you know, once you break Sash, it's kind of just one hit away from eating the dust, and that's exactly what Jeremy did. It took quite a bit of sleep turns to get there, but we got there eventually. So now I think Ashton will have to think, how can I win next time? What kind of boosts, what kind of plays do I need to make in order to get to that point? And he is going to try his best to win out on this game, but it's not looking likely. I think Moonblast, regardless of whether it targets the Protect or the Lunala, still going to be way too much pressure for the Lunala, as Ashton misses his Psyshock on +2 evasion Smeargle. So there's that. And another defense boost, I think, is what I just saw. So really just going to eat up those Psyshocks now. There's no way this Lunala is going to get through him without a crit. And that's going to be a pretty big missed Double Protect. If he had gotten Double Protect crit, maybe could be in a good position. But alright, it's not looking likely now. Big Moonblast, going to be able to pick up that one-hit KO very easily. And Ashton down to his final Pokemon, the Lunala. Gonna psych up into the Smeargle. So I guess who's got the evasion now, huh? Another evasion boost for Smeargle. Dude. Okay, so I think Ashton can still win if he dodges all the attacks from here on out. And, you know, that is a pretty weird out to say, because why did Lunala have evasion boost in the first place? But I think Smeargle started it, so whose fault is it really? If Ashton's feeling particularly lucky, he can go for another Psych Up into the Smeargle and try to go for that. Oh, a Protect from Ashton's Lunala, just going to make sure no Lovely Kiss shenanigans happen here. And I don't know how much accuracy Jeremy has, but he's got max evasion, so this could get pretty hectic in the next few turns. It really depends on how these Pokemon hit their moves. They just need to hit their moves. That can be a little difficult considering Moody is in the equation. Alright, alright, alright. Moonblast is going to connect, so there goes the Shadow Shield. It isn't going to do a whole lot. Well, actually, it still did a whole lot. As Psych Up, going to copy those stat changes. Alright, so now it's got +6 evasion. +6 evasion Lunala could still pull it out for Ashton, but an accuracy boost from Smeargle is going to maybe make that not a reality. So this is going to be really, really, really funky. Ashton, known for some of his good streaks of luck, he might be in it to win it this game and end the set. But, you know, I think Jeremy's got the upper hand here. Assuming that Incineroar is in the bag, I think it really just comes down to how many hits he can get off rather than the other. And that Moonblast is probably going to seal the deal here. And it is. So, good job to Jeremy. You hit that +6 evasion Lunala like it was your job, and I think it was your job. So, congrats. You're doing your job right. And we're going to move on to Game 3 here. And hopefully, it'll end with less Moody influence, but, you know, you never know. Moody is always a thing. Ashton kind of got the good end of the Moody stick, but Jeremy stuck around long enough. I think his Smeargle stuck around the whole game and got, like, every boost possible. Like, I don't know. I need to look at all the combinations to see, but he was there for a long time, so let's see how they handle each other in the last game. I expect Smeargle to be leading. That's a very strange win. Very strange game, but we all play it, and we all love it, regardless of these strange things, I think. Smeargle, Xerneas. Those are, yeah, I do know that. Observant people notice that they are mirrored exactly on the teams. I think that was the true of the Memphis Regionals as well. We'll see. I think Jeremy trading Lunala for Smeargle was kind of smart in the end because he got to keep his own Smeargle, but maybe he'll change something up for this time around. I'm not sure dedicating your one restricted to knocking out a Smeargle is one of the best uses of your restricted Pokemon. So let's just take a step back and see what these players can do with their Smeargles, with their speed ties, with their deer, with their bats, and with their cats. So paddle battle bottle with their bats and their cats. Alright, and I think they're locked in. They're just waiting for the timer to run down before they lock. But yeah, I don't expect to see anything too wildly different. It's just going to be a bunch of kissing. A bunch of kissing and a bunch of moody. Alrighty. This is going to be a game for finals. Playing for the finals. It's going to be Smeargle and Lunala one more time. With applause. Smeargle and Lunala. Alrighty, so this is another important first turn. Who can get the jump on the other Smeargle first? Who can throw out the first kiss? Or will they protect and get some moody boosts first? It's a hard call. It's going to be a protect from Lunala on Jeremy's side. It's going to be protect from Lunala on Ashton's side. It's going to be a protect from Smeargle on Jeremy's side. And finally, it's going to be a protect from Ashton on Smeargle's side. Okay, I messed that one up. But the quadruple protect happened. Minus speed on Jeremy's moody boost. So really unfortunate. Evasion boost already in play as another speed drop. So they're both still speed tied. Nothing has really changed except for that Ashton's Smeargle is a dodgy dog. Can definitely start following me. Follow me, redirect all that stuff from the other Lunala, but same goes for Jeremy. Can redirect all that other stuff. It really just depends. I think they're fine just trading lovely kisses right now. It is a common greeting in Italian culture after all, so I would definitely go for it. Alright, and I hope Jeremy got his moves in time there. It's going to be a switch from Lunala here. Going to be going into that Incineroar, so going to be able to take Moongeist Beam if it comes out. Going to be able to take Side Shock if it comes out. And Lunala on the opposing side going to be going for that Moongeist. So here's the Moongeist into the Incineroar. Going to not do too much. Going to do a little bit of damage here. Definitely put it in range of maybe +2 Moonblast. And Lovely Kiss goes off first. It's going to target that Smeargle, and going straight through +2 evasion. Doesn't even matter. And first turn of sleep burned by Ashton's Smeargle here. Moody boost number 2. For Ashton, it's going to be a special attack boost and a defense drop. So pretty uneventful there. As for Jeremy, he gets a special attack boost and a speed drop. So Jeremy's dog is slowing down here. I think he's ready to take a nap too. And Smeargle on the other side, Ashton, putting to sleep is not great, not ideal, especially not in front of this Incineroar who can knock you off, fake you out, do all kinds of stuff that you don't want to do. So, you know, I think this game is progressing a little bit better for Jeremy than it is for Ashton. Definitely unfortunately got a Lovely Kiss through that +2 evasion boost, but you know, sometimes it happens, and it is only 60% of the original accuracy, so you can't really be too mad about it. As the Lunala comes back in for Jeremy Smeargle, gonna sacrifice those boosts. Wise decision. I mean, it's -2 speed. I don't think I want that either. As Smeargle on Ashton's side remains asleep. Second turn of sleep has knock off. U-turn. U-turn. Gonna break that sash on Smeargle. I'm gonna go back into another Pokemon thing that did a lot of damage. Smeargle is definitely not a bulky Pokemon. I keep remembering it being a little bulkier than that, but I guess I really underestimated how much U-turn does. As instead of putting in Smeargle again, it's just going to be a Xerneas. So this is an interesting put-in. You can definitely Moonblast here and break Shield and do some cool Shadow Moongeist Beam stuff. Doesn't seem like that was a very eventful booty drop there, but I might be mistaken later. Alright, so Lunala here, they're both definitely threatening the other, but I'd say that since they both have shield up, they might not be able to knock each other out. And Xerneas here is poised to do some good damage, or maybe even boost up. But I don't think boosting up is the answer right now. I think definitely trying to take care of the Smeargle is the play. Follow me, gonna redirect any attacks from Jeremy's side. Hopefully he went for that Side Shock. It is not going to be Side Shock. Instead, it's going to be Ashton's Moongeist Beam firing first. So here's the big laser coming into Lunala. Oh, just kidding, coming into that Xerneas. And Moongeist Beam whiffing into the Smeargle as Geomancy comes out. So Jeremy really playing, hoping for that extra sleep turn, hoping on that 1 out of 3 chance there. Getting off the Geomancy, but at what cost? At what cost? And here comes the lovely animation, but it's taken so much damage from Moongeist Beam. I'm not sure if it'll be able to stick around for the rest of the game here. And speed boosted. Let's see. It is going to be a special defense boost, so I don't actually know how bulky Ashton's Smeargle is. I don't think it can take a Moonblast from that range, no matter how much special attack it does, or defense it has. But, could definitely try to dodge it. I don't think he's got any evasion drops in the last few turns, so he's still at +2 evasion. Still trying to kind of position himself in a way where Lunala can fire off bigger attacks. And I think Ashton might be looking for a Psych Up opportunity right here. So does Jeremy, actually, so we could see 2 Psych Ups. Nothing too surprising there. Just if Jeremy goes for the Psych Up and loses the Speed Tie, he might just lose his Lunala entirely. So really got to be careful. Trying to run these Lunalas, like, they hurt each other, dude. I don't know how they can ever get along. Psyching Up is a little risky for Jeremy, actually. He could have Psych Up into the Smeargle, and that doesn't seem like a good plan. Here's the substitute. Very safe decision on Jeremy's end. Gonna put it up. Moongeist Beam from Lunala is gonna come first, so that's gonna be into Ashton's Lunala. This could be big, and it's gonna connect. Gonna do major damage, knocking it out straight. So say goodbye to your bat. You won the first Speed Tie, but I won the second. Lovely Kiss, gonna whiff. That sub really, really important to Jeremy's game plan. Accuracy boost, really not going to matter too much. Of course, the Smeargle still has an evasion boost, so this is still not over, and Jeremy could still lose if he misses his moves. And I really don't know how this will go, but I'm going to say that 60% of the time, Jeremy's going to win this game. Alrighty, and now we have Ashton's Xerneas versus Jeremy's Xerneas and Lunala. Now Lunala is definitely in a position to go for Psych Up if Xerneas on Jeremy's side hits the Smeargle. If it hits, then you can Psych Up your own Xerneas and get the boost. If you miss, you can always Psych Up into Smeargle and get some boosts. I don't know what they are though, so I mean, that's your own. Yep, there's the miss. So here's the Psych Up, but no follow me from Ashton. So actually, just letting the Lunala get the boosts from Jeremy's Xerneas, as Xerneas from Ashton's end goes for the Geomancy, gets it off, free of charge, and here we go. I assume that means Smeargle's going for Lovely Kiss into Lunala, and I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, good night, Moon. Sleepy, sleepy, and even though you're boosted up, it's maybe not going to make that big of a difference here. We still have another Pokemon in the back for Ashton. Another accuracy boost, so really got those glasses on right now. And let's see what happens here. It's going to depend on those sleep turns as well. You're going to have to get past that substitute if you're Ashton. So you're going to hope for maybe a couple more misses on Jeremy's side. And that's something you might ask for, but you might not get. Really depends. It's essentially like hitting hypnosis right now. So really don't know whether Jeremy can pull it out here or whether he'll miss, and miss again. Alright, spiky shield coming out from Ashton actually, so gotta protect the Smeargle here. Sleepy bat. And Moonblast winning the speed tie, gonna go in, break the sub, boom, see ya. And that puts Jeremy on the back foot if he targeted that Smeargle this turn, as Moonblast whiffs into the protect. So really important for Ashton right now. He is kind of playing to his outs. He's getting some boosts, speed boost, special attack drop, so maybe, just maybe, Smeargle can put Xerneas to sleep. We're going to see how fast Smeargle is. How fast is Smeargle? Can it outspeed and put Xerneas to sleep? These are the questions we all must ask of ourselves every day when we face Smeargle with our Xerneas. And our time is also, the time in the round is also running a little low. I think this game will end before the timer runs out, but in the case it doesn't, players have +3 turns to finish their game or rely on those tiebreakers. So here we go. This is another sleep turn for Lunala as Moonblast from Xerneas on Ash's side wins the speed tie again, going into that Lunala actually. Very interesting. Here's the Moonblast going to go into the Smeargle, gonna get the knockout, so no more Smeargle support from Ashton. I think he really needed to just knock out the Lunala there, the Xerneas there actually, so he might have just made it a little harder on himself to pull back the game as Incineroar comes in. Handy dandy Incineroar, ready to go for some knockoffs, strong knockoffs. And we're going to see how Jeremy can pull it back. He still has his own Incineroar in the back, as well as his own Smeargle. A sleeping Lunala, which is definitely not great, but it's taken 2 sleep turns, so chances are pretty likely that he'll wake up and protect this turn, or maybe do something else. A Side Shock from this Lunala will definitely do a big number on that Xerneas on the opposing side. Xerneas, on the other hand, might have to be content with forcing the speed tie here. I don't think there's much else Jeremy can really do with it at that low of HP. Really just want Smeargle back in so you can support your Lunala, which I think is your real main key to success this turn. As, you know, protect from Xerneas, that's a good move too. And it's going to stop Fake Out from happening here as a protect. No protect, just a Side Shock. So Side Shock from Lunala, going to go into that Xerneas. Going to do lots of damage, not quite enough to knock it out. And, you know, Moonblast whiffing into that protect, knock off. Gonna pick up that KO on Lunala. So now we're back to Jeremy has still his Xerneas boosted, and this could be really, really crucial to call this next turn. You either call his protect or you try to just win the speed tie. And those are his 2 options, I think. You either call the protect or you try to risk the speed tie. I would say Incineroar probably comes in. Maybe helps it out a little bit. Okay, it's actually Smeargle, so Smeargle coming in. Sash still intact, so this is a pretty good situation for Jeremy. Incineroar still in the back is another backup just in case the Smeargle doesn't work out. But Smeargle has that redirection, has that lovely Kiss power. It's got a lot of options here. So let's see what happens. I cannot wait. Probably the most excited I've been to see a Smeargle Xerneas mirror match, huh? Lots of crazy stuff going on, so I mean, even mirror matches, even with speed ties, can be pretty interesting, so keep playing the game, guys. Even if you think it's boring. Follow me here, gonna redirect any moves from Xerneas and Incineroar, as Xerneas wins the speed tie on Jeremy's side, and that might be the game, but instead chooses to target the Incineroar, gonna KO it straight, so, man, I guess that's not really a rule, if that's the case, or maybe it is, and they just won the rule, as Moonblast from Ashton's Xerneas targets the Smeargle, gets it down to the Sash, and I think this game might be over, as accuracy boost here, evasion drop, and, you know, I think Ashton's Xerneas is about a similar health threshold as Jeremy's, but the difference is they don't have Dazzling Gleam, so no matter what Ashton does, I think he's going to go ahead and drop to the Xerneas on Jeremy's side, and it is going to be a forfeit from Ashton's side, and Jeremy will be moving on to top 2 finals after this. Alright, so he's going to be playing Chase Thompson, who we saw earlier in Swiss. Glad he's made it all the way to finals. See you all then.